Hey everybody, welcome to my obligatory one knife video. Now, most bushcrafters like to do a video of what one knife would you take with you in a survival situation or just living off the land in the woods. And it's a lot of fun. I've given a couple years of thought to this. I'm going to go quickly through my top 3 options and tell you which one I like the best through some demonstrations here today with some dried red maple, pretty hard wood. First, I'm going to show off my Mora. My favorite hand knife is my Mora, custom made with a yellow birch handle here. And for a really great small hand knife, to me, nothing beats my Mora. And let me just say that right off the bat. However, even though I can batten with this knife, its uses are pretty limited as far as procuring large pieces of wood. So that really puts a lot of limitations on this blade, even though I can do a lot of fine work with it. In a survival situation, I'm building shelters. So this really doesn't do it for me. I'm going to have to say goodbye to my Mora in my one knife video. Second, this is the Ontario US made Cutlass military style machete. It's the thick model, not the flimsy jungle variety. This is a very stout blade there, people, carbon steel. I can process wood with this in about this kind of 2 or 3 inch diameter size. It's perfect for that, which for me, you know, procuring wood like this is perfect for shelter building. And I can even do fine work with this, like taking bark off of wood like that. You know, so this is just a really handy blade. I absolutely love my Ontario Cutlass machete. Finally, I'm going to be comparing that with a small, this is a 17-inch Hudson Bay axe made by Snow and Neely here in Maine, where I'm filming today. And a friend gave me this recently. It really feels great in the hand. It's very easy to carry. It's got a lot of heft to it. I mean, right away, this basically weighs nothing in the hand. And this is a 12-inch blade. When you pick up an axe, immediately you're feeling a lot more heft in the hand. There's a lot more steel involved with that axe. So let's check out performance. First, let's check out how the hatchet chops through this red maple. Really chops nicely. That's quite the chopper, people. Let's see how it does shaving or planing. Pretty nice. Got a nice edge on there. That's pretty nice when you grip up on it on a small hatchet. You can do a lot with that. Let's compare that to the Ontario machete. First with cutting, same piece of wood. Wow. Well, immediately I notice how much better the hatchet buried into the wood. However, the Ontario is really taking off some chunks there. You can see that. Not bad. Definitely a lot less heft with this. This thing's got a lot more power. The thing I really like about my Ontario is that in combination with a nice big batten that I actually made with only this blade, I can do a lot of really rough bushcraft carpentry with this combination. You know, starting with just really simple battening techniques with wood. You know, this is a great combination. Very easy to make too. Now, of course, nothing is going to beat the splitting performance of a small hatchet. I mean, that's where the hatchet really shines. It's a really, really tough decision, honestly, after just doing a couple simple tasks like that, chopping, planing. These are both really great tools. It's really, really hard to make a decision, quite honestly. However, I think at the end of the day, the kind of shelter that I'd be making in a bug-out survival situation would not be requiring large logs or processing a lot of wood, a lot of large dimension wood. It would be wood like this size, 2 inches on average, both for shelter and for fire. So I think with the low weight and the energy expended with this blade and how easy it is to go through, saplings and process wood, in combination with a very easy to make batten. I mean, again, you can just pick up a stick and use it as a batten. I'm going to stick with my thick Cutlass style machete or equivalent knife. I do like the relatively straight edge there on the Ontario machete, as opposed to like the kukri or parang designs, because I can shave or plane with this with that straight edge. So that's an advantage to me, why I prefer that kind of style knife. However, if you're a fan of the small Hudson Bay style hatchet, it's a great choice. And you can process larger diameter wood with this. You can accomplish more rugged tasks with this axe. And in my opinion, people, they're both winners. Thanks a lot for watching. It would be great to hear your comments below on your favorite #1 knife. It would be great to have you on board as a subscriber as well. See you next time.